Just give him an opportunity. Different style of quarterback. So really, it's just to give him an opportunity to see if we can do something with the offense.
What will the status of Zach be this week, Robert? Is Trevor going to be the backup? Is Zach going to be the backup?
All three will be up on game day. Trevor will be the immediate backup.
So you're going to carry three quarterbacks on the game day roster. What's the thought behind that? And what's the thought behind that?
We have an extra roster spot.
How did Zach take the news?
Zach's fine. He's come a long way from a year ago, and he's. I think we all agree we wish it was better. Obviously, we wish it was better for him. We wish we all could have been better for him. And again, it's like I've said, it's not a one-person thing, but just to see if we can get something going. It's probably, but he was good. He's good.
Zach, Robert, what is Zach's future with this team?
We'll deal with it in the off season, guys. Right now, it's really about Miami.
Robert, what about right now making the timing right?
What changed in your view? Because we've asked you about Zach for weeks now, and you said kind of that was the lazy view, to just blame the quarterback or the play caller. You wouldn't do anything if it wasn't all on him. What's changed to make this the right move now?
No, well, last week, like I said, it's been all the way across the board, right? So we made a lot of changes, tried to go a little bit younger. So we've addressed the running back room, we've addressed the receiver room, we've addressed the tight end room, we moved the coordinator to the box, and so obviously Zach, like I said, it's not all him, but there are things that he needs to be better at, and this is just another situation to see if we can get another guy an opportunity to see if something can change.
Robert, was there any thought given to letting Zach go and just letting him kind of start the next chapter of his career sooner rather than later?
No, there wasn't.
Do you think, Robert, that, knowing how much was put into this season, it was kind of a win now window because of Aaron being his age and coming here to win now? Do you think in retrospect you should have had a more proven number two quarterback?
No, like we said, we think Zach is incredibly talented. Felt like he'd get an opportunity to sit behind Aaron and just learn if, empathetically or sympathetically. When you look at Zach, he's never really had an opportunity to watch somebody play the position, and he's had Joe Flacco was fantastic. Mike White did some good things, but to just sit back and just watch from the ground up. And that was his opportunity with Aaron, and 4 plays in, he's back into the starting lineup. So he never really got to really sit back and kind of absorb and just get that redshirt year that you would have loved to have given him. But so you could always play the hindsight's 2020 game, but we felt like we did what was best for the organization, best for the team, and it's been an unfortunate series of events when you look at all the injuries on the O-line and just the things that have transpired since the start of the year.
Robert, where specifically have things gone wrong with Zach? Because this is a guy who this regime drafted second overall, has now been benched on multiple different occasions over the last 2 years, and probably doesn't have a future with this team. So how can a guy drafted so highly be kind of such a, for lack of a better term, failure to this point?
I don't think he's a failure, Connor.
In terms of success on the field.
No, I got you. I understand where you're getting at. Even then, like it's a 53-man roster. It's an all-11 sport when you're looking at the offensive side of the ball, and same with coaches. And have things gone exactly the way we wanted them to? No. I wouldn't look at it as a failure. I look at it more as a series of unfortunate events. But I stand strong in the belief that Zach's going to have a really good career in this league. He's got tremendous work ethic. He's gotten a lot better over the course of the last year. He definitely has the arm talent. He's only 24. He just turned 24, so he's got a positive outlook, and he just needs to continue to focus on his game and find ways to get better and continue to learn about fronts and coverages and how to play the game a little bit faster. And And so I still believe he's going to have a good career.
What's the message to the locker room? What's the message to the locker room right now, especially when you have a defense that's been playing well enough to win you guys multiple games where you just haven't been able to get it done? What's the message that this change sends, and what's your overall message to the locker room with 7 games left?
You know, we're 4-6. Obviously, it's we're a little bit behind the 8 ball, but we're not out. And to be honest with you, we've had a 3-game losing streak before. We bounced back and found a way to win 3 before. So it's the NFL is a roller coaster ride. And but at the end of the day, I think our group has a lot of confidence. It's young on offense, very, very young. It's gotten young very, very quickly on the offensive side of the ball. And on defense, obviously, just continuing to play to the standard that we need to play at. Special teams needs to pick it up, but the overarching message, guys, and I'll speak for all 32 teams. You got to have fun getting out there and playing and embracing the opportunity to be an NFL player and to being able to have a chance to fulfill our dreams when we were little, and so just for the locker room, man, it's no matter how hard it gets, no matter how much you think the world is against you, or how hard your body, or how much your body hurts, we get up and we get to go to meetings and we get to go to practice and we get to play in front of hundreds of thousands of people, whether it's in TV or in the stands, and so there's just recapturing the juice and the energy that I know that our group is known for, at least around here in our building, but. Overall, there's still a lot of juice and excitement. There's a lot of confidence, and I know our guys are here. They're ready for practice and ready to get going. So,
what do you believe you guys could have done differently during the draft process when evaluating the quarterback position?
You know what? I actually I've got my thoughts. I've shared them with Joe, but I'm not going to get into it here with you guys.
What's the update on Makai Becton?
Makai's dealing with an ankle. We'll have more detail. Obviously, it's a short week, but I'll have more detail for you guys tomorrow.
Take a couple more, Coach.
Rob, when you talk about Zach kind of never getting a chance to sit back and watch, and you guys wanted him to have that this year, do you regret, as a rookie, I mean, he was handed the job. There was no competition. There was no discussion of anyone else starting that year at the beginning of the year. Was that a mistake in hindsight?
You can always play the hindsight's 20/20 game. There's the two schools of thought of you just throw them in the deep end and let them go figure out how to swim, and some people have success with it. There's players around the league right now that are having success with it, and then so you can go back and forth in playing that game on what's best for what could have been best, but at that moment that was the decision we made, and unfortunately, it just hasn't gone the way everyone has hoped for. But I'll say it again: Zach's story's not done. I said it last year. He's still young. He's still going to get an opportunity, and I think when people, I think he's going to take advantage of his opportunity sooner rather than later.
There were reports yesterday regarding Aaron, who's supposedly targeting a December 24th return to play and starting practice the first week of December. I'm wondering if you could comment on those, and is that realistic? I mean, what's your personal timeline for him? Do you expect him to start practicing the first week of December?
I'll be honest. I'm talking to Aaron all the time. About life and football and all that good stuff. But until he's cleared by doctors, guys, all of it's a moot point. And I haven't gotten any indication otherwise. I love that he's working hard. I think it shows the type of character he is. I've said it before. I mean, he is relentlessly trying to get back to this football team as quickly as he can. And does he have personal goals? Sure. Does he have his eyes set on certain weeks? Sure. But all of it's a moot point until he's cleared by doctors.
Robert, just to follow up on 2 injuries from going into yesterday's game. We talked about Michael Carter, what happened to him with the hamstring, and then Xavier Newman obviously is a practice squad guy, so he wasn't listed on the injury report, but I'm assuming he was injured. That's why he was not brought up yesterday. Yeah,
so Michael got hurt, had a hammy during Friday's practice within the first period, and then Xavier Newman was dealing with an injury.
What about Dwayne Brown's status? I think the clock is ticking there on him, right?
Yeah, we have till Thursday. We're going to try to lean on him a little bit this week just to see where he's at. Like, not lean on him like from a pressure standpoint, but just try to give him some more physical contact to see how he feels and whether or not he feels like he can get out there, and we'll make that decision on Thursday.